So a lot of you Sagittarius are very much so taking control of things. You have the Page of Swords, the Empress, and the Ace of Swords. You don't care what happens to you. You're not quitting when it comes to anything, right? A lot of things in your life, a lot of you Sagittarius were very unsure about, and you know that you want to find somebody. You know that if there's any kind of financial endeavors that you started, you know you want to see it through to the end. Just any kind of projects that you Sagittarius started up, you know you want to see it through. The Page of Swords represents you Sagittarius being determined to make sure that you are a success story, which is very good. The Empress represents, and you're willing to make the proper costs in order for you to get to where it is that you want to go. The Ace of Swords represents how, as a result of this, you're in a situation where, and you're not going to let anybody stop you, but also you're not going to be afraid of the upcoming challenges. So there seems to be, you Sagittarius want to self-actualize. You want to become better, right? You want to meet better people. You want to be in a better position. Regardless of whatever position you're in, you want to be in a better position in that. And that's possible. You could definitely be in a better position. But there's some things that you've done to really help you out. And some of those things is the Empress and the Knight of Wands. You stopped talking to some people that would have also held you back. Friends, people that act like they in your corner, but actually work against you. And they're really not in your corner. They really don't have your best interest in mind. And a lot of you Sagittarius understand that. That is the best thing for you to have done for your success. Because when you have people around you that don't want you to go anywhere, not only do they try to break you down financially, they also try to break you down other ways as well. One of those ways that they break you down is mentally. They want to tell you that you're not worth anything, or try to convince you that you Sagittarius are not worth anything, and that it's like there should be no such thing as the Sagittarius zodiac sign. And that's how they're coming at you, right? That's how it is that you Sagittarius may feel. Like it's almost like they're trying to wipe out the zodiac sign, right? Like and it's like, come on, that's not gonna happen. And it shouldn't happen, right? Because you Sagittarius you were put on the earth for a particular reason. And that's not gonna go anywhere, right? Sagittarius represents the wild nature of the species, right? The instinct, along with our connection to nature, and the fact that we come from nature, and we can't forget about that, right? And Sagittarius reminds us to get out and enjoy ourselves, among other things. So we can't get rid of the zodiac sign and what it means. But the Seven of Swords represents, for you, I just see that a lot of you Sagittarius may want to play the game a little bit. People may not necessarily, sometimes you may think that it's not necessarily fair. And you're right, it's not fair. But a lot of you Sagittarius, even though you may want to play the game, a lot of you Sagittarius actually did the right thing, which is to not play the games and to ultimately set your boundaries. And because of that, the Two of Swords represents this. You're really setting yourself up for success, because like I said, you're running through the people that would have wasted so much of your time very quickly. So you're very much so speeding up the process of being better you, because you have more time in your hands and less people around you that would try to sabotage you. That's my dog over there. I think a fly is bothering my dog. But The Nine of Pentacles, right? Love you. But the Nine of Pentacles is about how, and you started focusing on the things that you need to do, right? Almost like a schedule. Like, you know, you wouldn't want to do that when you were younger, but almost like a schedule. Like, okay, do this, do this, do this. These are the things that you need to focus on and you need to dedicate a lot of your time to, right? Working out, finances, your mental health, right? Whenever it is that you want to hang out or take a breeze or whatnot, either whether it is that you have a lot of friends or you don't, you do your own thing, right? Whether it's you don't have a lot of friends, right? A large social group, you hang out by yourself, or maybe it may just be like, you know, hanging out with your friends. But either way it goes, enjoying yourself. And the Three of Pentacles, is about also too understanding that if a relationship is not built upon the correct reasons, it's not going to work. But a lot of you Sagittarius very much so, well, you can take that and you can apply that to anything. If you're not really trying to work out, if you're not trying to do this for the correct reasons, and you stick to that script, then it's not going to work out. The Knight of Cups now is about how, and because of this, you're becoming, you are attractive, but you're becoming even more so, right? Becoming even more attractive. And you have the strength, which indicates now you, Sagittarius, will have a lot more people attracted to you, and things will be easier for you to actually talk to other people and get where it is that you want to go, right? If you want to get to know them. If there's one thing about physical beauty, if there's one thing about aesthetics that a lot of people like, you get a chance to see what people are caught up into in certain regards, right? A lot of times people who think of themselves, a lot of times people who are pretty thinks that a lot of people lie to you. And yeah, they lie to you with their words, but their actions show you something different. And you want to compare their words and their actions together. When it comes to pretty people or very attractive people, people do a lot of crazy things to get the attention of a person who is very much so attractive. So, I mean, if a person wants you just a little bit too badly, then that's how it is that you Sagittarius will know that the person doesn't have your best interest in mind. And some of you Sagittarius may be like, what? That doesn't make any sense. That's counterproductive, right? That's counterintuitive. Well, no, not really. If the person is that desperate that they're willing to lie, cheat, and steal and be quite disrespectful and stuff like this just to be able to get close to you, their perception of you, more than likely, is probably not a healthy one. They're probably pedestalizing you, looking at you like the answer to all of their problems. So the last thing you want is for someone to worship you. That's the last thing you want. Because when you start to show flaws, like everyone has, I have, you have, everyone has, that person is going to start to turn on you because they looked at you, they pedestalized you so much to the point where they'll start to look at you like a false prophet if they were worshiping you in the first place. So this is something that you really have to pay attention to. Okay? So when you are, as you are becoming more attractive, just make sure that people have standards when they are interacting with you, right? Whenever it is that I date, I really try to look out for someone who just, they can't accept boundaries. You know, if I'm like, hey, listen, you know, and this is early, right? This is like days in, right? First week of me knowing them. If it's like a Monday and I start talking to the person on a Monday, we kicking it, by that Wednesday or Thursday, if they right, and if I talk to you on Monday and Tuesday, by that Wednesday or Thursday now, I'm going to let you know, hey, you know, give me some time. Why are you, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't call my phone into oblivion. Don't, and it's like, and if the thing is that or I may not even tell them that, but they have to understand that too. Because see, this is what I'm talking about. Everybody, so many people want to act like they doing something, right? Because it's the stance of, well, oh, if you're not doing anything, it's a turnoff. And it's like, okay, but why is it that one side needs to be doing something while the other side doesn't get the hint? And this is what I'm talking about with hints and all this other type of stuff. These hints, people want another person to get the hint when it's time for them to get it. But when it comes time now for them to get the hint, they act like they don't see it. So if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander, right? So the same thing with you. If the person is coming on a little bit too strong, right? You trying to establish boundaries or whatnot, and they're calling you or contacting you anyway. So let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the strength. The Eight of Cups, Ten of Swords, Page of Cups, right. That's what I'm saying. Eight of Pentacles, right. The Eight of Cups, Ten of Swords. You need to get away from them. Period, point blank. If they do not, first and foremost, you shouldn't have to explain to somebody, if they contact you all the time, you shouldn't have to explain to them why it is that you need personal space. First and foremost, you should not have to tell the person, you know, you need to have personal space, right? You know, I need to have personal space. You shouldn't have to tell that person that. And the thing about it is that if you got to tell them that, if you have to tell them to kind of tone down certain things, 9 chances out of 10, those are people who are kind of obsessive. So this is something that you need to watch out for as you are becoming more attractive to other people. Because everyone's attractive to everyone is attracted to attractive people, right? But what is their quality? What are the qualities of those attractive people? You know, the Page of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles represents, are they not willing to listen to what it is that you have to say? If they're not listening to what you're saying, that's a dub automatically. Because they're listening, because they're coming up with stuff in their head. So when you tell them back off a little bit, again, you shouldn't even have to tell them that. But maybe you Sagittarius may be patient with them. And they're supposed to figure it out. But you tell them, okay, give me some space. If they don't give you space, they still calling you. That's a problem. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Trying to make my YouTube channel grow. Really appreciate it. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.